Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to talk highlighting gold. Now, you can see I've got one of the sequitors we used from our shading washing gold video, and we've got the shield all painted gold. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the shield, bring the colours back up. Now, if you're wondering what shade was this is the Reichland Flesh shaded shield. Sorry, no, not the Reichland Flesh. I'll start again. Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to talk highlighting gold. Now, this is one of the sequitors we washed from the washing shading gold video that we did the other day. This one is the Reichland Flesh Shade Wash. As you can see, it's got a much sort of cooler tone to the gold. This will work really well with any like blue or green color scheme on that cloth. But with this, we're going to show you how to bring this back up, how to highlight this completely. And for this, we need 3 paints. Now, this has already obviously used Retributor Armor and the mentioned Reichland Flesh Shade. We're going to need Retributor Armor once again. Then we're going to need Liberator Gold from Citadel. And then finally, we're going to need Ironbreaker as well from Citadel. So with that, our first stage is going to be getting some Retributor Armor laid onto the model. So we're going to give our pot a nice little shake, and then use one of our terrible brushes to get a little bit of this on our palette. Always best when doing this to use a brush you're not going to be actually highlighting with, say, or in this case, layering. So we're going to layer up that gold, and for this I've got one of my Artist Opus brushes. We're just going to pretty much try and relayer the Retributor Armor to all the raised areas of the model. So you can see we've got this part here. We essentially want to just go along that raised area and just bring this back up to a nice shiny gold, avoiding any recesses and anything sort of near these areas here where it is, there would be, some shadow from the indentation on the armor. Just bringing this back in. Great thing about this wet palette here, we shouldn't need to water down these Citadel GW layer paints all that much, because they do generally take on a little bit of water from the wet palette, and this allows us just to easily get this shade back in. Now, for this, I've just re-layered the middle, because I'm only going to work on this middle section here, the sort of anvil and the hammerhead here, because I want to show the difference between a just shaded miniature and the highlighted miniature, so we can see a side-by-side comparison at the end of what this miniature looks like. So, with that, we've re-layered all the Retributor Armor, and now it's time for the first of 2 different edge highlights, first of which will be Liberator Gold. Now, this paint has an issue where sometimes it's a little bit easy to split. You may need to give this paint a good shake to get the best out of it. And so, once again, we've just got some of the Liberator Gold here on our palette. The aim of this now is you're looking to go around all the edges with a not thick, but not thin either highlight, just going around all the edges of all these raised areas like so. Just bringing a bit of lighter color to the edge of all this stuff here. You can see slightly lighter shade of gold. I really do like Liberator Gold as a color. And then just down there, down there. You can see the difference in the gold already between the parts we haven't highlighted and the parts we have. And so when you get large flat areas as well, like you have here, you can choose to sort of pick a point where the light might be going. So generally in the middle of these, there might be some light hitting these larger areas in the middle. You can just do like a little line on either side. Just tiny little lines. That'll just give you a little bit of highlight on those areas. With that, that is the Liberator Gold done. And so now we're just going to go with our final highlight, which will be Ironbreaker. Now this is the final highlight you're going to need to really get this effect to stand out anyway. And so what you're looking to do is pick all the very sharpest edges. You can use sort of your brush on an angle just to bring that little highlight to the miniature. You don't want to highlight everywhere. So we don't want to highlight pretty much. We probably won't highlight under here, but we might start highlighting here. So we're going to leave that area there bare. And we'll start highlighting down here as well. Just very, very fine highlights on the edge. And you can see that difference just this tiny little bit of silver makes. Gives that nice little highlighted effect on the miniature. And you could, if you want, just do a tiny little flick down these lines we did on the side. And with that, that is our gold highlighted. So you can see really the big difference here between this highlighted part of gold here and this unhighlighted, just the difference of definition it makes, just giving a real sense of like light attracting off this gold here. Now, you could take this one step further if you really wanted to. This is by no means something you would need to do. And so if we wanted to take this one step further, we could use Stormhost Citadel, another layer paint by Games Workshop. Got a little bit of this on our palette already. You only want a very, very small amount of this paint on your model. So what you're looking to do with this is you're just looking to literally put dots, like so, of this color on the very sharpest edges you highlighted with your silver. So 1, 2, you may need to, with just such small areas, to go over once or twice, just putting those dots there just to give some really, really sharp highlights on the miniature. And with that, our gold is highlighted. You can see all the difference, like I said, between that shaded gold and the highlighted gold there. Really just gives it a lot more depth and a lot more to the color. So with that, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And so that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Sinful Gaming, we've got a link to our Discord server down in the video's description. And if you'd like to help support the channel in another way, you can do so either by joining Patreon or YouTube members or purchasing something from our Ko-fi web store. All of them are linked in the video's description. Thank you all for everyone who chooses to help support the channel. As a special thank you to those people who have supported via Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give a special shout out to them all. So a shout out to our patrons Christian Weir, James, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowe, Owler and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nielsen, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Dynat226, Derek, and GRP390. A special thank you to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Sean Scott, Pink Nico Fire, and Robin Mankiller as well. Lastly, a special shout out first of all to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel you see, and to Xmorphic, who has done an amazing job at setting up our Discord server for her and making us have a nice place to content and to chat with all of our community. Thank you all for watching once again, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.